god, this is going to be awful. Hello everyone, BNH247 here doing a special video, a unboxing video, and not gonna lie, it's probably gonna turn out pretty bad, but I know why people tend to look at some of these videos, and that's usually because they're looking for some new equipment and they don't want to hear a person talk about like every single detail about the equipment. They just want to hear what is it? Is it good? Do I need any extra pieces to go with it? And what does it sound like compared to maybe what they're using, what I'm using, you know, just all those little details. So it's going to be the Shure SM7B, and I looked at different mics like the Blue Spark, the Rode Procaster, the Snowball. The Blue Yeti was an absolute disaster, but I will talk about something important right now. You need to definitely look at what you're using the mic for, and then research into condenser mics and dynamic mics. Difference between condenser and dynamic is that condenser will pick up like, you know, just this teeny little pin drop that's dropped from like across the freaking house, and you can hear people breathing and making out. Yeah, so it's gonna be that sensitive. And then you're gonna have a dynamic mic, which is more or less what most headsets mics are, that have you know, a decent amount of noise suppression. And you know, granted, you're not gonna be able to block out all the noise, but it's going to be enough. And then I got the two XLRs, so pretty much the connector to audio interface, which then has the USB that'll go into the computer, so it'll be powered through your computer via this option. And this is generally for the higher quality option. And since I started YouTube, my audio, I've always known, and it's been said by a few people, has just kind of not up to par, but I've gotten by. And then because of the rumors of the Shure SM7B having volume issues, like it'll still work, but it, you know, you could be louder. Made sure to get the Cloudlifter, so pretty much a amp preamp. I'm not gonna pretend to know all the details, but it's used to raise the volume or raise it cleanly, so that you can get crisp audio without it going into making all that hissing noise. So I can tell even just with recording with this that this headset has seen its time, and the mic is starting to give way. The actual earpieces are still fine, but listening to some of my playthroughs, I was just like, Jesus Christ, I'm starting to hear static build up, and it's just not like the and the you know, just all the, was it deplosion, something like that? I don't know, I barely skimmed over a lot of the technical details, but pretty much just a lot of emphasis and noise that you don't want to hear in audio is pretty much what I'm starting to get with this mic. So that's kind of why I decided to get some of this new equipment with the YouTube money that I've made, like literally over my entire time on YouTube, and mainly from my WoW speedrun. So let me just, I guess, pull out some crappy scissors here, and we'll start opening one of them. Start with the interface, I guess. And I definitely suck at opening boxes, because a lot of times I just kind of want to preserve it in case I want to return it. Because like some stores are really weird about the return. I'm like, you can have all the materials perfectly fine, but it's like, oh, the box is damaged, so you only get like 95% back if they're nice. So, okay. What do we got in here? I literally have no idea what I'm doing. So it's kind of like, you know, when you would get stuff, you know, but except we're doing it together. So we got a cable here. It looks like this is the USB. It's gonna go into the interface and then plug into your computer. So that's what's going to power everything all together. Oh, and probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I have the so this is when I was trying the Yeti, so obviously have the the Radius 2, and then the Rode arm, which is a really good arm. I actually like this thing a lot. So as you can see here, it clamps and doesn't really require anything other than just taking this and just kind of screwing it onto whatever desk you may have. And they were saying, people were saying that you want to make sure that you have it like not attached to your desk or whatever, and really it's not going to make that much of a difference. I mean, it'll help, but you really want to look at if you're just picking up a condenser mic versus a dynamic mic, and I listened to the differences. It's pretty stupid. And I have a feeling when I'm going to set this all up that I'm still going to hear some background noise, but it's going to be dramatically less, which is fine because I can take care of everything else with like noise gate and what there's a few things that you can do to kind of adjust like the gain and everything to get it to have minimal background noise but also have more of a high quality crisp voice. What would have been better than the Shure was like somewhere around like 1,000, and then after that was like 3,000. So it's pretty much one of the better mics, and some people like to argue like the Blue Spark and the Rode Procaster, and you know, they still say the Yeti's, but it really just depends on what you're using it for. My main thing is like I wanted to do game commentaries and podcasts and this and that without having to worry about things in the background, so dynamic mic is going to be good for me, obviously. Condenser mic, I feel like, and this is again me talking straight on my ass for my own opinion and knowledge of this, is probably mainly for like singing and you know, if you're in a good studio setup, like I mean like a good soundproof room, then condenser mics would be great because it's probably a better sound preference. So I guess we'll take this out of the plastic here. Isn't this like the best unboxing ever? Oh my god. I don't know if I'll make any more. Literally, unless someone is like, "What's your address? I'll send you something." Then it's probably gonna be like the one and only type thing I do because it's the only time I've really needed to place my equipment. Because I was pretty good to go. Okay, so we have line outputs, the USB, and I'll make sure to show everything in detail and try to get it to focus as much as possible, because I know what was really frustrating about me looking at other people's videos is that they just did not show everything, and they didn't show everything for like an adequate time. You want to be really specific on like what you're getting and what's needed with it, and it was so annoying because I'm like, okay, so this is the few things that you get. Does it need any attachments? And I had to talk to the guy at the store, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, you need the 2 XLRs because one goes into the mic, which goes into the interface, which goes into the amp, and so just to be crystal clear. Scarlet 2i2 USB interface. There you have it. Better, faster, easier. Complete sellout, even though I'm not sponsored. We'll move on to the Cloudlifter CL1 mic activator, pretty much amp. So I was talking to a guy, and this is a Guitar Center, so it's like strictly related to musical equipment. So these guys really knew their stuff, and I was asking him, is there any better amps and audio interfaces for using a mic in this setting? And he was pretty much saying no. As far as the Shure mics go, the Cloud is one of the better amps that really gets the job done. So I really struggle at unboxing some of the stuff here. Okay. So what do we got in here? Pamphlet that probably no one's going to look at, except for me, just in case. I'm just talking about a shock mount. Just for those people that really want to know. And I'll flip it back again because he probably thought I was too fast. Don't want to have to pause the video over and over. Got a little band here. I don't know if that's to like kind of hold something together. It's Velcro. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, is it gonna? Oh, it actually is gonna show it. For some reason, I thought it was gonna be reversed and be like all messed up. So again, you could see from start to finish every little detail of getting this mic, so you know for sure if you want to make that price jump that this will be worth it. This is actually going to be worst, the worst one ever. Debating on whether I should make the thumbnail. You have a little badge, I guess? I don't know what you would... It's a sticker? Or, oh, it's a magnet. Oh. I'm a re... Oh, hold on. Water break. So, really, the XLR cables is just gonna be dependent on your setup. As you can see, I mean, my setup's kind of a little bit janky, but it's just a desk. It kind of stretches a little bit, so I really didn't think I would need much more than 5 feet for either ends of the amp to the interface to the mic. And being that the mic is going to be literally, what is this, probably about 1 feet, 2 feet, yeah, so 5 feet is going to be pretty good to go. Let's get the clamps. Oh, never mind. Alright, now for the other side. See, look at the quality in this. I'm even like demonstrating like that you need proper tools to, you know, unbox this. Just so much quality. Oh no. Thought there was only 2, but then there's 3. There is our XLR cable. So this is, if you're looking in terms of length, this is the 5-footer. So this is an XLR cable. I am like educating myself as I'm educating anyone who may watch this video. So again, got the male and the female end. And just for a size comparison. I know what I'm going to call this video. I just figured it out. The worst unboxing of 2017. Whoa. Oh my god, I just got that on tape. Now we have our second XLR. And now, for the moment that we've been waiting for. The Shure SM7B legendary vocal microphone. Shoo, sparkle, sparkle. I forgot what that's from. I feel like it's from SpongeBob. Oh, it's Plankton. Oh, yes. Oh my god, I'm putting in so much effort to I just want to preserve the case. Ugh. Giving up on that. Why is this is like coming off like wrapping paper, what the fuck? Oh, now it comes off. Alright. Interesting unboxing. What is this? The PCA Packaging Corporation of America. Don't want to waste money on glamorifying it because they describe the mic. And they have people make testimonies, and then real people make testimonies. Looks like we got another button. Oh, I know what this is for. this goes on. Aha. I'll take the plastic off in a second, but you see how the frequency adjusters are exposed. So, okay. So, as you can see, very nice craftsmanship, very nice material. It's already got pretty much everything that you would need for a mic, built-in pop filter, windshield, very durable. And one thing I will notice, it'd be no issue, you get the warranty on it, but pretty much anything you buy that has like a built-in piece, something or similar to this, you want to make sure that you do everything that you can to make sure it's not damaged, because if it doesn't, yeah, it's not really replaceable. So, so it comes with its own, I guess this would, is it called a pop filter? I was getting it confused. This is another windshield that we have here. We have a little plastic piece, or Velcro or whatever that was. I have no idea what this is. Probably a sticker. It's a sticker. We have an absolutely plastic bag. Amazing. We have another sticker. Another Velcro piece. And more papers. Warranty. The thing that no one reads. The thing that people immediately don't even take one glance at and they kind of just toss to the side. And then they use... Oh! Saved. Caught it just in time. The user guide. Wired microphone. Okay. It really feels like it's supposed to be positioned a different way, but... Huh. I should take the windscreen off for now. I think there you go. There's the first twist. So again, this is like the Rode PSA 01 boom arm or something like that. I'll put it in the description instead of just vaguely showing the equipment and then having like no. Okay, if you didn't see what I was doing because I wasn't looking, pretty much just took the mic. Wait, I can just do this. Took the mic and twisted it on right here. And then this is where the XLR cable is going to go. Camera goes. But this is a really good boom arm. I must stress that enough out of some of the other ones I've seen. If I have this correct, here's the Cloud logo, and this is the right side. I keep forgetting. I'm thinking it's going to be reversed, but it's not. So here is one of our XLRs, and it's gonna need a female port. I don't know if you, I don't think you could have heard that, but there's a nice little click noise in it again. So we have our audio interface. If I have enough common sense, the line which is pushed over to this side, which should mean this one, we're gonna go ahead and plug it in there. Now we have the audio interface and the Cloud, and this thing is a little dusty. Triggered. Okay. So, next thing that I would want to do is take the USB cable. I feel like this should be done last, or I'm going to electrocute myself. Obviously not, but Seems like something that should be done last, but I'm just kind of doing it anyways, because pretty sure there's plenty of people that do the exact same thing. Okay, so USB on the back, another click noise. Pretty sure it's impossible to see the slot. Oh, yeah, you're actually hearing it go off there. I don't think I really need to show plugging into a USB slot. You guys should know what that means, even for the people who are less computer technical. You just ready for this clicky noise? And just for crappy showmanship purposes. Okay, so you see, here's the mic again, so we twisted that down onto the boom stand, and we're going in. Just a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to set the camera down, or you just won't be able to see for a second. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that clicky noise, but that one was pretty satisfying too. Okay, so here you go. This is now plugged in. So you got boom arm clamped onto the disc. Natural windshield / pop filter. Nah. So again, as a recap, we took the mic, we twisted it on. Step 1 done. We had the amp, cable in, USB in, cable in, cable in. And now the moment you've been waiting for, even though I'm probably going to edit this all into a convenient video that doesn't take too long. Now we're going to hear what it sounds like. So I want you to take a moment, listen to what this sounds like, and in a few seconds I'm going to have the Shure SM7B, and you're going to hear the difference. Testing from here, seeing how well this can pick up. Hello, testing, seeing how well this sounds, seeing if you can hear the keyboard noises. Hello, testing, seeing if you can hear this, and seeing if you can hear it now. Testing. Hello. Oh wait, let's bring it a little bit closer here. Hello, can you tell the difference of the audio? And you can kind of position this a few different ways. So one of the first things that I'm going to have to bring to the attention here, this is going to be a very dramatic difference. So let's take our camera here. This is very important. A lot of people are going to complain about having background noise no matter what mic they have, and really the solution is just plainly getting an audio interface. And then it also helps if you have an amplifier, just in case it ends up being too quiet, and you just kind of mess around with the gain levels. But if you don't have a traditional headset that can kind of just plug straight in there, you're going to need to get an adapter like I have, so I'm able to just use the headset that I have. So for the most part, I think I pretty much got everything in simple terms, because if I can understand it, then that means I could really explain it to anyone. But there was a bit of troubleshooting, so we're gonna flip to the display. So if you don't already have the voice audio virtual cable, and I'll show you what that kind of looks like. So you pretty much just download this VB audio virtual cable, and then once you have that installed, the driver installed, it'll pop up here. You could just Google it, no problem, it'll come up. I'll also put the link in the description. And this is your current mic, the SM7B. You go over to recording. You also want to have this selected because this is where your sound will be plugged in. Trust me, it'll sound a lot better, and hearing your voice immediately is also good. So make sure those are both your default devices, and then super important once you have the voice meter installed is that you immediately go, if you don't have a traditional headset and you have one like I have, then you'll need to make sure it's put to mono, so that way when you're recording in OBS and talking that you hear through both ears instead of just the left or right one. So, and you want to play with your decibel level to make sure that you get it super optimally. So I just had it at -12 just as a baseline. I could make it go higher or lower, but right now I'm just going to leave it there, and you can use this to make yourself sound different. So a bit echoey, a bit higher, a bit like a radio voice. So straight out the gates is number 1. And then we bring it back here, and this is pretty much traditionally where my voice is supposed to be at, but I mean I could just kind of throw it around just about anywhere I want or anywhere that you want it to be, but I'm just going to leave it here for now. So I did not get the whole setup to work until I did this. So basically, there was a site where you would download the, let's see, the Scarlet. This is pretty much what I typed in Google. So, okay, that's what it was. It was focusrite.com/downloads. And for mine, it was the Scarlet 2i2 2nd gen because it says new gen on the box. And then I just downloaded this. And then as soon as it installed, I restarted my computer, and then I went to devices, and right here it would, I forgot where the option was. There's, okay, here we go. So it's troubleshoot, and then it would show you, it would basically say we found a problem and then fix the problem. And you would click on it, it would reinstall the driver, and then it would successfully install. So if anyone has issues installing the driver, and this could probably apply for any other mic, go to whatever site has the drivers, install them, restart your computer, and then just re-download the drivers, and that should fix the issue. But other than that, you can tell a clear-cut difference between the two microphones. So I will go and post, and I will display the old versus the new. The old versus the new.